Welcome, everybody. We got the Dope City Broadcast, Episode 2. I'm Matt Bellick, joined always with Tim Hanley. But today we got a special guest here, guys. Our friend Shapel Lacey.
How we doing? I don't know where to look.
Yeah.
We got you, bro. We got you all around.
There's camera there, camera there.
We
CJ, pull up the video, bro.
Yeah. The video.
No, you want to see where the camera is.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I was like, I
Spell
love
likes
it.
to ham it up. There you go.
There it is.
There you go.
Perfect. Awesome.
That's great.
So,
he gets so happy when he sees himself on TV.
Well, it's the simple things in life, you
Yeah,
know?
that's
Especially nowadays.
Oh man.
today, how's this quarantine treating you, bro?
I'm fine. You know, I mean,
Fine.
hey, I mean, because you want to know why I'm fine? There's not much of my fucking control.
That's so true, dude.
I don't know what anyone wants me to do besides follow the precautions. You know?
You keeping your distance?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's like, not right now. You know?
Yeah, I don't know if we're 6 feet.
Yeah.
I mean-
But we've freshly decontaminated. Everything's wet.
Yeah.
With the,
we're
Everything's
not
nice
we're
and
not good at
moist.
math, so we don't know what 6 feet is. You know?
no,
I don't know.
we're close.
How tall are you?
5'11".
Okay, close
All right.
enough.
Yeah.
So we should all lay head to toe.
Yeah.
That's a good point though. People are really freaking out. Like you
Yeah.
can control something, but I guess you kind of.
Yeah.
Well, you can control just staying home, I guess.
Well, and like I don't know. I've just never been one of those freak out people
Right.
over anything. You know what I mean? I mean, hey, shit happens, and either you'll walk through it or you won't walk through it. You know, but
Yeah.
you'll find the fuck out. you
It's
know?
kind of nice with this too because everyone's going through it.
Yeah.
So you
everyone's
kind
going
of
through it.
feel like, it's not just me.
Well,
Like-
most of the people that I know that are freaking out, like going, like as far as like people that I know, like friends and shit like
Mhm.
that, are people that I'm like, oh, you freak out even if there wasn't a pandemic.
Right.
So it's like,
Yep.
I don't know how much to gauge based off of. I'm like, oh, you freak out every day.
People like freaking out, especially now.
Oh yeah.
Because
Oh, yeah.
people are,
Oh,
they like
yeah.
something to get excited about, hot and bothered.
Yeah, the thing I've been confused about the most with this whole thing is the toilet paper.
Mm.
That has been the most confusing. Like everything else I'll listen to and I go, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, distance yourselves, sanitize a lot of things, continue to, wash your hands, which I don't know why people weren't doing that to begin with, but whatever.
sometimes you skip a P one. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
It is a little frightening to see how much people actually had to concentrate on washing their hands.
Oh,
Now it's like, what
dude.
have you grimy ass has been doing? you
Yeah,
know?
that's what I'm saying. Dude, especially in the airport, I see that shit all the time. I'm like,
This is
you
where I knew we
fuck-
were in trouble. When they started having to come up with songs that you had to sing to know how long 20 seconds
Oh,
is.
right,
So
yeah,
we're
yeah.
doomed. We're doomed.
Oh,
man.
we're doomed. We're
Like, how
doomed.
long is 20 seconds? I don't know. Sing. Yeah, we're fucked.
No, but I mean, yeah, like, the toilet paper. I'm just like, where did that? How did what did?
Did you get stocked up? TP?
No, we already had it.
We had, we had some. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like stocked up. I mean, you mean the thing I already had? It's
People,
like, what were people doing? It's not wiping ass or what?
people are so. Yeah. I mean, and paper towels too. Everything. Napkins,
Yeah.
all paper products.
Yeah.
Anything paper, gone.
Yeah.
Gone. Napkins, tissues, it's gone. Is it back now? I haven't been to the.
No.
You haven't been?
I haven't had to stock
No.
up. I was good to go too, man.
Yeah, you're good to go.
Like toilet paper 3 times a year. I'm good.
Yeah. Come on now.
I had just bought a 12-pack right before the whole
Fucking bragging over here.
shit.
Jesus Christ, 12 packs.
So
Holy shit.
we got that. I stocked up on a couple little 4-packs from the dollar store. Yeah, we'll be fine.
Yeah.
Or you take a shower. I guess like
That's what I was
That's
thinking. I
the
was like,
last-
hey, if you run out, hey, just jump in that tub right
you're
there.
not gonna die. The food thing, I get. Tim's. So we were last week.
I've been preparing for this for a year.
Well, we were all
Oh,
pretty
yeah?
we were all pretty jovial about it, but
Just
Tim,
weird.
it's starting to get to you. Tim's like, this is it. We're like, you're getting a little gloom and doom now. Like
A little bit today. It hit me a little bit today.
You're like,
Yeah.
we're dying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the
Hey.
numbers aren't going down, bro.
Well,
I mean, I'm embracing it. Like I said, I'm not.
Yeah.
I mean, what are you gonna do? It's out of our
Those
control.
numbers,
so-
yeah, it's out. Yeah, I know. They keep showing the numbers, and I go,
yeah.
Yeah.
all I can keep doing is just following the precautions.
Well, they're gonna go up. Then they're gonna go down.
There it is.
I'm just hoping everything gets back to normal by May.
May.
I'm hoping.
I'm hoping for May.
We're getting
Yeah.
we're getting these dates.
I know, yeah, because that one guy that's in office, Trump. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. Shouts out to Trump. But
Big T?
Big T. No, I guess they were saying. I hate that I'm even saying it like this. I guess they say that I don't know. He was hoping or trying to get shit back together by Easter.
I saw that.
Not happening.
I know. I don't think that's happening either. I'm like,
This is the way I see it. If you
like,
want to go to church on Easter, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm going to be home watching Netflix, but y'all go ahead.
I've seen those Italy numbers,
Yeah.
I was like, I don't think
people aren't so religious in the pandemic, though. People are staying home from church now.
They're giving up on their Lord and Savior.
Because it's
I mean, if he did care about people, like that would be the place to go, right?
Hey, then wouldn't that be the place?
You know, that's kind of scary when they start shutting down the churches, though. They did give up their faith real quick, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, I'd rather just not get it instead of praying for.
Yeah. But I mean, just the other day, I saw a dude eat out of a trash can. I mean,
I see that every day.
yeah,
Yeah,
you know
we
what
live
I mean?
in
I was
Los
like,
Angeles,
I was
man.
looking at that and I was like, yeah, he don't give a fuck.
No, he's ready for it. He's ready for it. Yeah.
That is kind of what's crazy. If you think about it, like, we're still living pretty fine. Like, there's people who live in third world countries who are like, oh, you don't have toilet paper?
Well, this is absolutely the best pandemic timing of all time. Like we have access to every movie that's ever been made. We have access to every song. And we're just, all right, we can chill.
Just been watching a lot of Netflix. I've been eating a lot. Gaining weight.
Oh, my
God. You've
God.
been eating a lot?
Home. It's all there's to do.
Yeah, that is.
It's been grubbing, dude.
A lot of eating. Eating's good, but
It's not bad.
All right, so we got Shapel here because we wanted to talk about one of the dope cities that we go to is Phoenix, and Shapel was going to be on our show in Phoenix. Unfortunately, we'll be back there to be determined. All of our dates
Remember those times?
TBD now.
Yeah.
So we will be back in Phoenix. It won't be in April like we were supposed to be, but and we had a dope 420 Saturday afternoon show. In Phoenix.
Killer
It's
show.
going to be sold out.
It was getting very busy, too. It was going to be a super fun one. But
Stay tuned. We will be back there.
we're going to repost or reschedule. It's postponed. It's not canceled.
No.
I like to say
Postponed.
postponed.
Yeah, nothing's
It's a better
canceled.
word. But Shapel, you're from the desert, right?
I'm
From
a
like
desert rat.
where are you from? Phoenix originally, or
Well, yeah, like a burb of Phoenix called Mesa.
Mesa? I know Mesa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's always funny when I tell people I'm from Arizona, or whenever I tell people I'm from Mesa, Arizona, they go, "Is that Phoenix or Tucson?" They don't know which. Like they're like, because they describe it as like, I don't know, like they just put Phoenix as one big.
There's a lot of burbs. Like,
metropolitan area.
Yeah. That's really the only place.
I just found out.
Tucson, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that Phoenix was the 5th largest city by population, I guess, in the country, which blew
That's
my mind.
crazy. I cannot believe
But I guess you got because
a lot of desert rats out
in the
there.
area
Desert
too.
rats.
Yeah, dude.
It's a weird place,
It's
though,
a
right?
very weird
fucking
place,
weird
bro.
place.
Like I'm from Florida, but I go to Arizona. I'm like, oh, y'all are fucking weird out here.
No, dude, it's weird.
Yeah.
It's one. I mean, we still think we're the fucking wild, wild west out
It's
there.
true. Dude,
So
what do you know about? I remember I was out there years ago. This is probably 5 years ago. I'm out there and I'm doing a weekend at Tempe Improv. I just started going out there.
Yeah.
I was emceeing, and I was talking to one of the bartenders, and he was like leaving. He was like getting on his bike to go like bike somewhere. I'm like, he's like going home. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, do you need a ride? I had a car at the time out there. When it comes, I'm like, do you want to ride? He's like, no, I got my bike. I'm staying in Tent City, which is he got a DUI.
So what Tent City does, it depends on where, like, whatever you fucking done and how good of a person you are. But you can get it to where you can work your day job, but you just have to be back to.
That's what he was doing. He got
jail.
like work release.
Now, did you
or
ever
whatever.
spend a night in Tent City?
Fuck no.
Dude,
I'd still be there.
Oh, really? They don't let you out? It's like the Roach Motel?
No, Tent City's like, fuck. I mean, they got rid of it because it was kind of like inhumane. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Well, not kind of, but.
Tents in Arizona?
Exactly.
It was
Right.
June when I was out there.
That's what I'm saying.
And I'm
It's
like,
got-
dude.
yeah. So they got rid of
So
it.
wait, they would let the dude out and he would just voluntarily go back?
Well, he biked to work.
Yeah,
No,
but
man,
otherwise-
I'm getting that Flix bus 39 bucks later. I'm in Hollywood, man.
Well, I
Forget
think
that.
I wonder if
Find me.
I wonder if they might have a bracelet on them or something.
He
I
had
don't know,
he had an ankle thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
So they have a way to track.
They could track you, and he.
Oh, chop that off.
fucking-
That's how they know you go
the
straight
ankle?
back.
The
he
ankle
was-
or the band.
He was telling me about it. He had to live out there for I forget what it was like 3 months. Dude.
Yeah.
it was like 12 weeks, and he had to eat. I guess you eat like green bologna sandwiches.
Yeah,
and
they
shit
call
like
it work release, if you will.
that. And he could go out to work and back. That was it.
That's all he could do was
For
just
a
go to work.
DUI, dude.
Dude, Arizona has
3 months in
Arizona
jail?
has Arizona
In
has
Tent City.
Arizona has a no tolerance law, so you can't have one drink and go drive.
Okay.
Otherwise, say you have a fucking Bud Light, a can of Bud Light, you go drive. Oh, you're getting a DUI.
And they're locking people up for 3.
Yeah.
Wow. Ew. Stay out of Arizona if you're gonna
insane.
party.
You're paying
Or don't drink.
you're paying a lot of fucking money.
Is weed legal there?
No.
Do you know
It's
what?
not gonna be for a while.
We
bro.
got.
Yeah.
We were this.
But
so,
meth is readily available.
Oh, meth, yeah. Go, yeah. Yeah, we all
Meth
know.
is-
Yeah, that's an easy. Yeah.
See what
that's easy to
happens? It's like a
find.
Catholic school. It's like you take away all these people's minor freedoms, and then they overboard. The
Yeah,
pendulum
they're like,
swings back
oh,
the
you're
other
gonna
way.
take away that?
Yeah.
meth is big. Do you know that Circle K that's kind of by Stand Up Live?
Yeah.
Dude, I went there to buy a pack of smokes. This is like a year ago when we were there last time. It was insane. There was
Dude.
just meth heads everywhere, bro.
Dude, that's
It was
every
like 8 p.m.
That's every Circle K in Arizona.
That's every
That's
Circle
not.
K.
That's not
Yeah.
just. That's not just the.
You've been to a Circle K in
That one,
Omaha?
I thought it was just that one.
No,
What are these fancy bougie Circle
there's
K's
no,
you're going
there's no
to,
such
Matt?
thing. Even if a Circle K's in a nice neighborhood, it's still fucked up.
It was, dude. It was pretty methy out there, and I thought we were gonna get a DUI once. I was out there. So I don't know if you remember Arizona's Funniest Comedian. This is years and years ago.
Yeah.
So I went there to host it, and this guy, Chris Rowe, is a comic. He's in a wheelchair, and he was closing it out. So we both flew out there from Florida. I was hosting. He was closing it out. We get messed up one night, and he had a rental car, and his legs don't work. He's in a wheelchair, and he's got just
He's got
the
claws.
hand control.
Yeah,
the hand control. That's how he drives. So we were fucked up, dude.
Oh, in his car.
Dude,
I thought-
yeah.
Okay.
We were drunk
Like, what are you talking about? I know the guy. He doesn't have lobster hands.
in the
man. He's
rental car.
fine.
In the rental car.
He was
Yeah.
fucking like,
What,
what the
what
fuck
is this? That's not him.
You're like, man, quit telling lies.
So he's got the steering wheel controls. I got you.
Long story short, we got fucked up. We were driving with two other comics in the back, and we were drunk, dude, and like we were smoking weed in the car. Like it was bad. We get pulled over, and I'm like, "This is it," because I heard about
going down.
I heard about how strict Arizona is, and I'm like, "We're going to Tent City. Like this is bad."
Yeah.
And he just he played the handicap card to it.
There you go.
He was just like,
Play it up.
because dude, it like reeked like weed in the car, and he was like, yeah, I got medical, and this is, I think it was maybe medical, I don't know. But he was like, I live in Florida, and I'm on vacation, and I have a medical need for it, and it's a rental car, and all the hand controls are different. Sorry,
Yeah.
that's why
But
I'm
you
trying
can
to-
rent a hand control car?
Yeah, of course, dude.
That's
And
like getting the
then
handicap room at the Marriott.
the cop, dude.
You ever do that? You try it. Check it out, man. It's got the huge bathroom. I don't want to sound like a
I
dick,
think-
but it's got like the big tub. Yeah. Always ask for the handicap. if
Always
you
ask
can,
for
man.
it.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like the Cadillac. Do you
I
think,
swear to God, I'm getting a hand control next time I rent a car.
probably
for
should.
sure.
I'm guessing you have to provide a placard, right?
Oh, if it comes with a placard,
No.
absolutely.
No. Yeah, I think you got to provide
I'll be
it.
fucking front row at the. I'll just pull right up to fucking baggage
Oh,
claim.
my
Get the
God.
hell out. Sorry, man.
That would be pretty.
Just point at the mirror. Nothing I can do.
It wouldn't even feel like you're driving.
Just leave it. Huh?
You'd have to get out of the car, like.
Yeah.
People aren't even
crank
allowed
it
to
up a
ask
little
questions anymore. That's
No,
the thing.
you're
Yeah,
right.
no,
Oh,
I could
really?
be- yeah, you can't. You're gonna
Yeah,
ask
true,
someone
yeah.
if they're handicapped.
Hey, are you really handicapped?
You ever ask a fat girl if she's pregnant? You do that one
say-
time,
I
bro,
can't
and
say
then
that
you
I've
learn
done that,
never
yeah.
ask questions, bro.
No.
You're glowing.
I've never
See,
asked a handicap
see,
question.
I think that's a legit progressive move. Good job,
Yeah.
progressive.
You can't. Well, so
you can't ask anything anymore.
no, but speaking of that, dude, we got
Why are you limping?
when we got pulled over, the cop. I'd never seen a cop apologize for pulling somebody over before. He apologized. He was like, "Yeah, it's hand controls. I'm handicapped." The guy's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry." Continue about your day, dude.
Yeah.
Cripple
Dude,
privilege.
that's fucking.
Yeah.
That's pretty dope.
He's apologized for pulling us over, and
Fuck,
we're
he's so
fucked
lucky.
up. Yeah, but
Wow.
what are you gonna do, man?
What are you gonna? I mean,
I don't know,
what are
man.
you gonna do? You're gonna be handicapped.
Yeah. But then he couldn't. It's a small privilege to get for not being able to walk around. Like,
Some guys, man, they get everything going their way.
he's so fucking lucky, dude.
Probably got a discount.
Some guys
on the
just
car.
got it. Some guys just got it, man.
Shout out.
You know he got through the he got through that contest because of the wheelchair.
No, shout out to Chris Rowe. He's a funny guy. I like him.
By the way, if you missed
had a
his
bunch
name
of-
at the beginning of that DUI drug story, it was
Oh shoot. We should probably beep his name out. We had a fun time though.
I was like, oh, yeah, you just.
We had a lot of fun. We were.
Yeah, Arizona cops are listening to this right now.
Yeah, it's all right. Yeah.
statute.
They're like, what?
We,
He
uh,
fucking-
It was 8 years
I
ago.
apologize to
It was
that
a
man.
long time ago. We were young and dumb. That was the night we ate a whole. Somebody made us a bunch of edibles.
He's on the roll from the law.
At the
I know,
club.
right?
He's on the
Yeah.
roll from the law. we got
That's a good one.
dude, we ate all these edibles. We were at a bar, and Chris, he cracked me up, bro. I was like, "You starting to feel them, dude?" Because they were hitting me hard, and he's like, "Bro, I can't feel my fucking legs." Like, I can't. He used to make a bunch of jokes like that. It's so great. He was
just getting. That'd be funny if you freaked out. You're like, what, bro?
dude. At one point, at same bar, I was so messed. Like we had a bunch of edibles, and we were like, it was bad. Like everything was like moving in slow motion. At one point, I lost Chris. I'm like, where is he? And I'm like, I lost a guy. in a wheelchair.
Could you describe the guy?
Unfortunately, he was my ride home too. I'm like, I need a.
That's your ride home?
He got the hand buggies. Yeah. So
What
but
a
at one point-
trustworthy fucking ride home, you know?
he was. Yeah. He got what I was looking for at one point, and Slow Ride was playing on the jukebox,
There
and
we
everything was
go.
moving in slow motion. I just look over, and he's just wheeling himself through the bar like Slow Ride.
You couldn't find a man in a wheelchair?
Yeah, I know. I was like, there he is. There's my
That's
guy.
kind of hard to find. There's so many of them.
No, he was the only. Yeah. Well, he was low. It was hard. I'm looking
true.
at the bar, and then.
Yeah.
But it was literally like it was one of those things. You ever be like, where you're messed up and like something happens, and you're just like, I don't know. It's like a movie in your head.
Yeah,
I just,
yeah. You're
right
just
as
like,
the
what
chorus hits, he's just wheeling through the bar like slow ride, and I'm just
I see if meth heads part.
one of those images. Yeah. What is
He's like, get in the car.
You were what bar you were at?
Probably Devil's Advocate.
No,
I know, right?
It was a Irish bar downtown Phoenix.
Oh, Seamus
Shame.
McCaffrey's.
Yep,
yeah.
that's it, Seamus
Bro, they fucked
Shout
me
out to
up
the
there.
bartenders at Seamus.
Yeah, shout out.
Fucking up our
Serving the homies in the wheelchairs.
We
Yeah.
had a good time. We had fun out there, man.
You're like, he'll be all right.
Arizona though, that's where I learned So I learned like green chili's a big thing out there. People
Yes.
like Philly Bees,
Yep.
Filibertos.
Yep.
God, man,
Yeah.
that shit just
Yeah.
Oh, here's a
ruins you.
Phoenix fact. Speaking of of all your law enforcement run-ins in Arpaio, do you know this? Phoenix is where the Miranda rights come from.
That is true.
Is it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have the right to remain silent.
It's got an ugly
Really?
story.
Yeah, it's a
behind
Phoenix. Because Miranda's a real guy.
1963. This guy named
Yeah.
something Miranda. He raped a woman, and that's not the fun
Very
part.
Phoenixy.
That's not the
Very
fun part.
Phoenixy.
Yeah. But then I don't know.
I guess he got off because they didn't tell him he was allowed to be quiet.
Supreme Court ruled that that's now you have the right to remain silent instead of Miranda.
So thanks
rights.
to the Phoenix rapist, we all know.
something
Oh,
Miranda.
God.
Every cop has to read you your rights.
I think it was what was his name? Lin-Manuel. I think was his name. Lin-Manuel Miranda.
What year was it? 1963?
63. Yeah.
Oh, wow. You guys got some fucking
Yeah.
facts.
Yeah, man. Well,
Yeah.
I know a lot.
We know a lot
I know a
about
lot
Phoenix.
about shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. You have to remind.
See, I don't have that wheelchair to get out of shit.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
I got to know this kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
I got to actually have knowledge.
So you started comedy in Phoenix, or
yeah, well, I
Tempe.
first went up in, where the fuck did I first go up? Kentucky, Louisville, Kentucky.
Louisville?
Now I hear Kentucky is a really good comedy.
Louisville. It is a hotbed.
What the hell were you doing there? Were you living in Kentucky?
Yeah, I was living there.
Mm.
I was cheering in college.
Oh, is that where you went to school?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you
And
go to
then-
Louisville?
You went to Louisville?
Uh-huh.
my
Oh, hell
God,
yeah.
How
So,
fun
yeah.
was that?
Oh, dude, I dropped out. you know?
Yeah.
So I thought that part was really fun.
Yeah.
You know?
No.
I was like, fuck yeah.
That's the
dropping
thing
out's
about college.
dope.
Yeah. If you don't really give a shit, it's got to be so much fun. Like,
Dude, yeah. Like, why? I mean, because I was like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I was like, you couldn't pay me to fucking care about any of this shit. You just couldn't. I was just like, why the fuck am I?
so you were there and you were self-aware enough that I'm not
Yeah.
going to use any of this.
I was there
bullshit.
just because I could do cheerleading and shit. You know, that's the only reason why I fucking went to college.
What?
So did you get a scholarship for that?
Not at Louisville. I got a scholarship at a college a junior college prior to going to Louisville.
Junior college is giving away scholarships for cheerleading?
Oh, dude, yeah, I
Absolutely.
didn't have to pay a fucking dime.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Kids, get out there and do your jumping jacks.
yeah,
Just
do
picking people
something.
up.
Picking people up.
Could you
and
pick
fucking-
Tim up and just put him right over your head?
Yeah.
I can pick anyone up.
He's fucking drunk.
Look at it. You see my arms?
He's pretty big.
How dare you insult me?
I just want to see you throw Tim.
No.
No.
We'll take his word for it. Yeah,
I'll take your word.
Not doing any somersaults against my will.
That was so funny. Oh yeah, where did we see each other? Columbus. That's where.
So that's, yeah.
that
so-
was like Kentucky.
wait,
No,
before
that was
we,
Columbus.
did you, yeah, that's where we first like hung out. I knew of you. I'd seen you do a couple of sets.
Same. Yeah,
Really funny comic, by the way. Funny enough that I remembered. I was like, oh, this is that cat.
yeah.
And then we were in Ohio doing shows. And,
What club did y'all do? Funny Bone?
we did the Funny Bone, yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, I haven't
Yeah.
done that one.
They have
Yeah,
the one in
There's 5 of them.
the one in Columbus is great. The
I've
one
only
in
done one. I did one in Connecticut, which by the way,
Hartford. Yeah, Hartford.
by the way, Connecticut.
Can I expect
Speaking of guys in wheelchairs, last
Yeah.
time we were there, I don't want to get into it.
in Connecticut?
Is anyone
do you
from
remember that?
Connecticut in this room?
That was Albany.
All right, good. Can we talk about Connecticut?
Connecticut is in trouble.
What the fuck?
Connecticut is in trouble. Dude.
I always thought Connecticut was like white picket fences and
it's very
swing sets in the backyard,
very
Lincolns
heroin-y.
in the driveway. No, not Hartford, man.
No.
Hartford.
And it's so funny because I'm one of those people. I don't give a fuck. You can make fun of where I'm from and all that shit. I hate these people that are out there like, I'm from Connecticut. You can't fucking make fun of it.
I've never heard anyone rep Connecticut.
Shithole.
That should tell you right there, man. I mean,
all right, I'm just making sure. Don't come at me.
do you come across a lot of proud Connecticutans?
The Lady Huskies, man.
That's not even a thing.
Yeah, they're basketball team. The Lady Huskies.
The Lady Huskies.
Yes, they are. That's the good thing about
Yeah,
Connecticut.
walk around Hartford. You're gonna say, yeah, they got a good basketball
That's
team.
about it.
For
Yeah.
sure.
Not even a
For
good basketball
sure.
team. They got a good women's college basketball
Yeah.
team.
You know who's from
That's the best.
Connecticut? Aaron Hernandez.
There you
Anyways,
go.
Yeah, he is. Did you see
Yeah.
that doc, dude?
yeah, I
of
didn't need
course.
that information.
It was insane.
I was so fucking pissed that I watched that. I was like, "What the fuck you want me to do with this?" Oh, the guy was just. What, he was just an asshole? He just killed some people? He's got a kid? I feel bad.
At the end,
That didn't make me feel good.
they blame. I don't think it's supposed to make you feel good. I don't think-
Well, fucking, why are you
hilarious.
making it?
I think what they did, they rubbed everyone's face in it. It's like, you rooted for this guy. How funny is that? Like, they're like, yeah, you like this guy. You had him
Well,
on your fantasy team. You had his jersey,
Yeah.
and he's fucking murdering people.
I just wanted, I was like, where's the fucking triumph in this story?
None.
None.
No.
It was just fucking sad. I was like, that's Connecticut.
And then
Connecticut was like, yeah, y'all should make this documentary about our boy, man.
Bristol. But apparently, I don't know, man. Like when we've been to Hartford a couple times, and it's
Yeah.
just, dude, it seems very
Sad?
heroin-y, and yeah, sad, bro.
Dude, yeah.
So,
I mean, I would walk, like, I'm one of those people, like, when I go to a city, like, I don't like to just sit in the hotel.
You get out
You know,
and
I
about.
like to get out.
right.
And I was like, oh, everyone's just sad. Okay, I'm going to go back in my room. What did I say?
At the
The Ritz-Carlton. No,
the hotel that they put you up there is like an apartment. Did you stay at that one
Yeah.
with the Popeyes in
that's
the
right
parking
by
lot?
Popeyes. That was
No,
No.
it was like a TGI Fridays in the parking lot.
We were-
The one we've stayed at a couple of times. The Popeyes is in the parking lot of the hotel. And last
The
time we were
hotel's
there was
great,
when that chicken sandwich thing was going on.
Oh.
It was the hottest spot in Hartford, man.
was
it was
it
like
packed?
30 cars in line
Oh,
for
shit.
3 days.
It was
Yeah.
super
Oh, yeah,
deep.
fuck that.
The apartment was great though. Or
Yeah, the hotel's
hotel.
awesome.
It was like a 2-bedroom
Yeah.
apartment type
Yeah,
of
so-
hotel, but it was
Yeah.
yeah,
dope.
dude, the chicken sandwich line was insane.
But yeah, there's better funny bones.
Okay, that's good.
Get
In
over to
Ohio-
No
Columbus.
one needs to do shows in Connecticut.
Columbus one is
Anyways,
fantastic. The
So,
Columbus
so,
one, yeah.
so like I said, I've seen Shapel around, the clubs here in LA, and then we were both in Ohio. We were doing shows at probably Columbus or Cincinnati,
I think we were doing a little
And-
Ohio run. We had a couple going, yeah.
and Shapel was in Columbus for their Sonic Temple Fest.
yes, yeah, that's what it's called. Yes.
So check the line. So so it's a music fest with a comedy tent, and Chappelle
Dude,
scores a
it
gig
was
on that, which
fucking-
was I wasn't jealous, but I was like, this is pretty badass.
Dude, it was insane.
They packed it out, right? In that
Dude.
tent.
Yeah, the fire marshal had to they almost didn't let me in. I was like, no, I'm going up next. I was like, I'm literally up in like 5 minutes. They're like, oh, okay, cool. But yeah, it was literally like,
So who were you on the show with? Check this out.
I was on the show with Henry Rollins, Tom Morello, and then Nadia from Pussy Riot.
Oh,
and then
God.
Chappelle.
And then me. I was the only fucking comedian.
Now you were the only comic on that one. It was like spoken word, and then you were the
Yeah, and dude, they fucking loved me.
Oh,
Yeah.
It was fucking dope.
that's pretty badass.
They
You
had,
know.
I heard they had like 400 or 500 people packed in that tent.
Dude, it was more than that because
Yeah.
Henry was like, because I was talking with Rollins, we were
Yeah,
just
you and
talking.
Henry.
You and Henry. first
Because
names.
what was so wild is our trailers were connected. You know what I mean? So we were chopping it
Slips
up.
that trailer thing right in. You see that?
Yeah. So we had a trailer.
That's what they give you when you work the big festivals.
Yeah, it was dope. I fucking loved
Yeah.
it. But so he was like, there's gonna be a lot of people here. He goes, I don't know if you've done one of these, and I was like, no, I haven't. He goes, there's gonna be a lot of people. He goes, because when people, the thing about these rock festivals is people are sick of like the. He goes, and they want to break from that.
Yeah.
He goes, they're all gonna be in there, and I was like, oh shit. And literally, I walk in, it's a fucking thunderous crowd, dude.
Yeah.
And they were fucking ready for it.
That was so badass.
They loved it.
That's
it was dope.
sick.
Well, wasn't Mark Norman and Dice
was the-
Clay was on a different night?
Yeah, they were on a different night.
'Cause I
I
heard-
think they were on the second night.
I heard Mark Norman talking about the same thing. He said it was just juiced, man. It was,
Dude, yeah, it was a sea of fucking people. I was like, oh, this. I mean,
Now we had a show on Saturday, so we came over to the festival. I guess the last day, And you
That
were
was
there.
the
You were
last
there,
thing,
but
yeah.
you would.
I stuck around the whole time because
Yeah.
it was just like, I don't get to experience many festivals like that. Like, well, like in that sense where like I just have a pass.
Got your credential on you.
Yeah. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm good. Yeah.
We had some fun.
It
Yeah.
was funny.
dude, it was great.
We were in one of the dressing rooms, and
Mhm.
I guess we have a mutual friend that was in one of the bands, or he has a friend that's friends with you. And my
Yes.
buddy comes up to me. He's in a band, and he's like, he knows I'm a comic. He's like, hey, do you know a comic named Shapel? And I was like, yeah. He's like, Shapel Lacey. I was like, yeah, I know him. He's like, I'm supposed to get him in here. And,
Yeah.
and I look behind him, like, well, he's right behind you. So
I was already in.
and he's
Yeah.
cool. He's in.
I was already in. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a fun, like that was one of a weekend I'll fucking never forget. You know, I'm gonna post that as a throwback Thursday today.
That was great.
There you go.
Can I do that?
I actually
No?
set up the security for
Oh
the
my
comedy tent.
God.
Did you really?
Well,
So we got there on Sunday, and they took a long break from the festival.
They shut it down because the
rain.
A big storm came in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you got your show in, but on Sunday
Yeah.
they shut it down for like 2 hours,
Mm-hmm.
and we were in the comedy tent just hanging out because
Pauly Shore
Pauly
was
gonna be
Shore
on.
was supposed to go.
forget the rest of the lineup, but it was several comics, and we see these comics hanging out.
Yeah.
We're like, oh shit, we'll go check out the show. And Stroop was actually putting it on, the guy from Funny
yeah,
Bone.
yeah.
Dave,
So
yeah.
we're hanging out in the comedy tent before it was ready to take place, and then they shut down the whole festival.
Yeah, because we were all hanging out there ready for the.
So
you know,
all of a sudden,
show,
the
and
comedy tent starts getting packed, and
Yeah.
and Matt's standing there.
Well, we had like
and he had
credentials.
a
on.
credential on,
Yeah.
but we weren't doing the show there. And the security guards start coming up to Matt, asking him what he needs and what he wants.
The guy just walked up to me. He's like, "So I've got 3 security guards. Where do you need them?" Because I'm just standing by the stage. I have a
And
fucking.
Matt's just a dude standing there. He had nothing to do with the festival.
I just
like,
rolled
you know
with it.
what?
I was
Okay.
like, I need one here, I need one here, and I need one by the bar because it's going to be a lot of people by the bar. And the guy, I'm just saying, the guy's like, all right. He runs. He gets them all set up, and then I walk. He comes out
So
to me.
Matt's completely taking over the security of the
Dude,
comedy
I
tent.
got the guy's
and
chairs.
he just goes into it, man. He just assumed the responsibility
leaning in it,
immediately.
Dude, I was like, well, because that's what happened. He gave me 2 guys, and I'm like, that's not enough. I need a 3rd guy. So he goes and gets me a 3rd guy.
And the guy gets on the walkie-talkie and starts making some calls.
He
The
goes,
next
okay.
thing you know, here comes a 3rd guy.
So then
for the-
they're standing in their spots, and I'm like, you know what, dude? It's gonna be a long time. I don't want them standing. Can we get some chairs for them? And they went and got them chairs. I felt like George Costanza.
And the guards look over at Matt and they're like, hey, man, thanks a lot.
dude.
it was
It was
amazing.
freaking hilarious. So then that was right before they shut the place down. Then
Mhm.
this was a comedy tent right outside the football
oh my
stadium.
god! I forgot how great it was that I did
So-
that. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so we're in the comedy tent. We go into the stadium, but we're under the bleachers. You know, we're
Mhm.
walking around the outside of the
It's
stadium.
man-free
And they-
stadium. It's a
they
huge.
evacuated
huge.
they evacuated the whole stadium. They told everybody to get out.
Yeah.
Now me and Matt are walking against the whole stampede of people walking out.
Dude, there's tens of
and
thousands of
cops
people
are
coming
all
this way.
like waving their billy clubs and forcing everyone out, and we're walking
Get
in,
out of here.
and the security guy sees Matt and he goes, "No, they're cool."
we literally had a cop. We had a cop literally telling us like, "You gotta
Gives him
go,"
the head nod.
and I'm like, "I got this," you know. And he's like, "Doesn't matter. Everyone's got to go." Just at that point, the guy, his name was Rick. I'll never forget the guy Rick who worked for the security. Who I was setting everything up.
How awesome!
He's
is
like,
that?
no, he's with the event. He's good to go. And I'm
You're
like,
probably
yeah.
in the union now.
I don't know,
Yeah,
man.
look at you.
But yeah, dude,
They pay you for that weekend?
No, time and a half. Yeah, time and a half. 'Cause
Time
it
and a
rained.
half.
Yeah. It was a natural disaster.
It was so
We had
fun-
an open bar that was all to ourselves, so it was all right.
Yeah.
It was
What
fine.
was so funny about that? Because I don't know, like, I mean, that's just comedians. Like, especially when we go to a place we've never performed at or anything like that. Like, I saw the venue beforehand, and I was like, "Are people gonna come to this
Mhm,
shit?"
mhm.
And then I saw the bar, and I was like, "Oh, that could be a distraction." But
Right.
literally, it was so packed with people that like you didn't even realize the bar was there.
Yeah.
Like, that's how fucking
Well, I
insane
think
it was.
They
think
did it right, man.
your boy Henry,
yeah.
your boy Henry was right though. Like they
Yeah,
wanted a break.
yeah. He goes,
know what I'm
he goes. They
saying?
want
Like-
to break from the fucking all the distortion and shit. And he goes, they're gonna fucking
Well,
they're gonna
Now,
come.
was it daytime when you performed?
Yeah, it was like I think I would have been like 5:30, something like
Okay.
that. Yeah.
'Cause-
They did 20 minutes, and I'm sitting. It was so crazy. I'm just on stage, and Tom Morello's like looking at me like,
You're getting last from around.
yeah. And then I get off stage, and he's
Bad.
like, "Man, you're fucking funny." And I was like, oh.
Tom Morello.
I was like, really?
I served him in an Olive Garden once. Him and his mother.
Who the fuck goes
Not
to
as
Olive
cool.
Garden?
Yeah, Tom Morello and his mom, dude.
The breadsticks, I guess.
She got a
you know?
spaghetti marinara.
Oh, you remember?
I don't remember what he got.
They all get
His mom got a-
breadsticks
his mom got a
marinara.
sp- His mom got spaghetti. Yeah. But I walked up to him because it was.
Was he wearing the hat?
It was when I was living in Chicago.
Yeah, he was wearing a hat. Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
he went up and just like told like cool stories
Yeah,
or whatever.
he's got some.
And then Henry went up there, and just fucking. And I've been a Rollins fan since I was like 13. I've been following that dude forever, So, I've met him. I met him once, but that was like, I went and saw him, speak or whatever. So to like actually sit there and like actually have a conversation with him,
It's crazy.
like full on. Oh, it was. I was like, this can't be fucking real.
When you got
my
the
manager-
gig, did you know that he was going to be on it?
Yeah, so my manager was like, "Man, I'm gonna get you." Like, this is before I even like signed with him or anything like that. And he was talking to me. He was like, he goes, "I'm gonna get you a gig with Henry Rollins." And I was like, "Okay, this fucking LA shit is so fucking dumb." I was like, "This Hollywood shit."
You're
I was
like, he's
why
gonna have
did
to
they
go
why did
Google
they
Henry
just-
Rollins.
Yeah, I was like, "Why do they just say shit out here?"
Yeah.
And then literally, he calls me when I'm at work, and I was like, "What's up, man?" He goes, "Hey, got you the gig with opening for Henry." And I was like, "What?" And he sent me the offer and all this shit, and I was like, "Let's fucking go."
Fuck
You know what I mean? I was like, "All right,
Yeah.
you're my manager."
That's
And he
insane.
took me to see Korn, which I was like,
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
Well, you're a big music guy, right? You've been like a punk
big
rock
music,
dude
yeah.
since.
since I was fucking wee high. Yeah.
Do you play
Yeah,
Yeah, he
I
plays
play
guitar.
guitar.
guitar? Shredding lead guitar.
Yeah. No, I don't play lead. I'm more of a rhythm.
Yeah. Well, that's
I can't jam down like that.
I've seen your Instagram videos.
Yeah.
It's a lot of slow versions of Oasis.
Yeah. You'll just see me playing a lot of Oasis. A lot of Oasis. A lot of Oasis. I'm trying to think what a lot of Oasis.
Just all
pretty
Oasis,
much.
huh?
Yeah, pretty much.
We did a show with Jesse Johnson in Arizona,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
and there was a guitar in the at CB Live. They have a real dope.
Dude, isn't that place fucking
yeah,
great?
CB Live.
CB Live's fantastic.
We'll be back there eventually.
Yep.
Yeah,
Now we got
yeah.
postponed again.
We won't be there in April, but
Yeah.
we'll be back. But Jesse Johnson did the show with us. She's from out there too,
Uh-huh.
and there was a guitar there, so I picked it up. I started strumming. She had her trumpet.
Yeah.
and we start playing Jane's Addiction.
Yeah.
And she's like, you told her, you taught her how to play that song. It was kind of
Yes,
funny.
yes, I
Yeah.
did. Yeah, because it's super fucking easy and it's
Yeah.
a great song.
And
to
she
play.
played the melody of it though.
Yeah. She knew exactly. Yeah, because we were jamming it one day and she just like started following along with it.
Mm-hmm.
Like she's pretty good. By listening and she said she's been playing trumpet since she was like fucking 10, and then we're just jamming Jane's Addiction. So I do know that. When you'll see
Of
me,
course.
you'll see me. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's super fucking easy.
That's it, just two.
But I'm trying to think man. There's other covers I do.
I'm sorry, I'm not ripping you, man.
I did a Pearl Jam one.
Got in his head.
There you go.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I did Jeremy. Jeremy's a fun one.
All right, you got the riff on it?
Yeah. That opening riff. That's all I know.
Yeah, that's a fun
Jeremy.
song.
Yeah. Trying to think what else. And then more Oasis. Pretty much. Yeah. So it'll go Oasis, some other song, Oasis, and then occasionally some other song.
Hey, find what you love, brother.
Oasis,
Yeah.
That's the ultimate like guitar at the party jam.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What's so funny because like punk is like my blood, but like my favorite band is Oasis.
Really?
Yeah.
I like them. They're good. Didn't you get put in a headlock, Tim?
Yeah. We did
By Liam? Yeah.
yeah. We
Liam
did
Gallagher.
we did Cal Jam. It's a music festival.
Yeah.
They do out here.
Mm-hmm.
We did the comedy. We didn't get to perform the sweet 5 p.m. slot.
No.
No, we did like 10 a.m. to noon.
Oh.
11 a.m. or
But
something.
it was fun. Like,
Yeah.
Again, we did it not against the music. They
Uh-huh.
were smart there. They did.
I
the
went to it
comedy first.
the following year. I went to it,
Well, we
but I missed the comedy part.
okay.
Yeah.
But the first year, Liam was there
Mhm.
performing, and he got a little lit up. He got a little bit lit up. and
Yeah.
had me and my brother in a headlock and was singing Bob Marley to us. It's like, what the? It was one of those surreal moments, I was like, and everyone in the tent was just staring at Liam.
Liam Gallagher.
Yeah,
Yeah.
singing Bob Marley songs, asking about Kurt Cobain.
Yeah. He's
Jesus
golden.
Christ, what's
He's
going on
fucking
here?
golden.
Yeah.
He's chilling.
Oh, he's a maniac. If you ever get a chance to hang out with him, do it.
Hopefully I do. Liam, if you're listening,
Yeah.
let's fucking kick it, man.
Like sometimes you
You
hear
know?
about people and then there's like
Mm-hmm.
chilled versions. No, he's full on.
He's
He's
full
full.
blown.
Oh, dude, I can only imagine. It's like I follow him on Twitter. I go, yeah, that guy he has to be that all the time. I think he's like
Like he
one-
had handlers and he was still out of control. Like I think his handlers know, like you rile him, you round him up, but you just give him a little bit of free reign also. You know what I mean?
Gosh,
Yeah.
what a legend.
He was fun to hang out with.
Shouts out to Liam Gallagher. Hopefully you're
man.
listening, man. If you can follow me back, dude. That'd be great. I'm probably one of your biggest supporters and your only black supporter. So, you got the black vote.
Liam's our number one listener, so he'll be seeing this.
He's a big fan of Dope City.
He's got the black vote. That's all I care
At
about.
least one.
Well, I know one.
Yeah.
Man, so what have you been doing to stay busy, man, in this quarantine?
Dude, I've been challenging my brain in different ways, I'm already a big reader and journaler, so that that's already there. But just I've been working on editing, trying to learn how to edit. Gonna learn how to play chess, which is something just challenging my brain in ways that I never really.
Are you playing somebody else, or are you doing online?
No, I'm just watching the YouTube videos. Of
oh my god! Come on, man.
I can't play it yet.
We gotta spice your life up a little bit, man. You're watching YouTube videos of chess. We've been in this for 3 weeks, not even 3 weeks.
It's been 2 weeks, bro.
Jesus Christ!
I'll just be sitting there
I didn't even know how do you know if it's paused or not?
I feel like I'm an 80-year-old man or something like that. I'm like, oh, this
YouTube
is cool.
videos of chess.
Yeah. That's
and I've been watching chicks playing, or what?
No, and
chicks
then,
in bikinis.
Every time someone takes your pawn, you get to punch them, or it's just regular chess.
Just watching
it's not even the board's not on fire or anything.
We need sports back, man.
Wow,
this is getting outrageous.
Oh, and I've been watching John Mayer play he does guitar lessons online.
It's not getting better, bro.
Oh, that's man, that's fucking tough. That fucking gets.
As soon as they close the library, you're like, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, I know, right?
John Mayer and chess.
John Mayer and chess.
That sounds.
Henry Ron's gonna come over here and kick you in the nuts.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm a big John Mayer geek, so.
It sounds relaxing.
Yeah. Oh, it is.
I guess.
I write to whenever I'm writing and I'll play music, it's usually John.
Dear
Mayer.
Diary. Today I watched an awesome video on chess.
John Mayer's so great. He's so dreamy. Hopefully I get to meet him. Oh,
you want to play John Mayer in chess? That's the dream.
I'll play him in chess. Yeah. I think that'd be fun.
You think you could beat him?
John, if you're listening, you got another black vote.
You're handing out that black vote, bro.
I know, right?
You're just handing it out.
I speak for all black people. John Mayer, you got it.
All of Black America just said, "Who's John Mayer?"
I know, right?
You don't think they said that when we were talking about Liam Gallagher?
They're like, why is he speaking for us? We didn't say that shit. What is he talking about? Black vote? What?
Boy, it gets hot as fucking Arizona, doesn't it?
Yeah, right? What's he talking about?
For Liam Mayer out here.
That's what I'm going to name my kid.
Liam Mayer.
Liam Mayer Lacey.
Man. Liam Mayer Lacey.
Yeah.
That's actually not bad. I like
that's
that.
pretty good. It sounds like
it's
got
the
to be
three
famous.
name though. That's kind of serial killer-ish.
You meet someone named Liam Mayer Lacey. That's a famous person.
Yeah.
You have to be.
You're
famous
doing something.
Yeah.
Good or bad, you're doing something.
You don't just work at Kinko's with that fucking name, dude.
My kid's going to be a football player, and I'm talking about the European way. You know what I'm saying?
Soccer.
Yeah. See? Liam.
Manchester.
Manchester.
Is that his team? I feel like that's his team.
I don't know if he's Manchester City or Manchester United. I can't remember.
Man U or Man United.
Is it a big rivalry?
Oh, it's huge.
Oh,
huge.
Shit.
The biggest.
Yeah.
Lou Fitz. Remember our buddy Lou Fitz? We had a buddy, he's a comic, lives in London again. But Lou Fitz was a big, I'm going to fuck this up. I think he was a Man City guy.
Yeah, don't mess it up, man.
Whatever one. But
Do
it's
you
a
guys
big
know
thing.
Matt Devlin?
No.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You don't?
He's does the Venice Underground?
Yeah.
I don't know well, but yeah.
Yeah, he lived out there.
Got that great Doritos joke.
He lived out there for a while. And he saw Oasis in there. That was, I was like, when he was telling me that, I was like,
They were pretty big for a while. They got pretty.
Oh, they blew up fucking fast.
Yeah.
What all do you need to know about them?
The greatest rendition of
What's Liam Gallagher's favorite food?
biscuits.
Who wins in a fight, Liam Gallagher or John Mayer?
Oh, Liam
Gallagher. Come on now.
John Mayer's arms off.
Yeah,
dude.
John
Are you
Mayer's
fucking kidding me?
You gotta
He's got those eyes, man. Look at his eyes. John Mayer would
shark eyes.
John Mayer's from Connecticut. Remember that? Okay.
He is?
Yeah, he's
from the picket
Fairfield.
fence part. Yeah.
Yeah. He's from the picket fence.
I don't know, bro. Maybe he's got some of that Hernandez in him then.
No. Mayer took all the fucking talent and all the life out of Connecticut and fucking was like put it all in his guitar and fucking left.
What happened to you in Connecticut? you really got some.
Dude,
I had a great time.
It was so funny.
Oh, you had a good time too.
One of the nights.
You done Albany yet?
One of the nights, I walked up on stage, and I didn't even grab the mic yet. and a lady's just giving me a dirty look.
It's a rough room.
And I'm like, I looked at her. I go, it's not my fault you look like that.
Ooh.
I straight up said that. I was like, you fucking chose to make that face. I didn't do anything. I just grabbed the mic.
It's
That
This is
quick.
your
You can
fault.
feel it before you even hit
Oh
that.
fuck yeah!
second step.
And I'm a person, and then the crowd like woke the fuck up because I was like, I'm not scared of you guys. You guys fucking, I don't even need you here.
It's your Bernie Mac moment.
You know,
I ain't
you were doing-
scared, you
what the fuck?
motherfuckers.
What
Yeah.
yeah.
So you were there for 3 nights, 4 nights? You did a whole weekend?
No, I did I did Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Okay.
I was like a last minute because they had a dropout or whatever, and then my manager hit me up like the fucking week, literally the week before. And was like, can you do Connecticut? I was like, I ain't never been there. Let's fucking do it.
Yeah, do it. Take
I
those
was like,
gigs, man.
I hear nothing but great things about Connecticut. All my friends were like, no.
Dude, you know, here's the thing about that club.
Not this part.
And I was like, because I don't like taking people's like, like when people talk about a
Honestly,
city, like I'm like, no, leave me alone. I'll get my own perspective. And now I'm like, it's the first time they were right.
The club is
The best
the
part
green
about that
room's too
club.
small.
The best part about that club is
So
the
small.
parking spot outside the green room. It's all
Right out-
downhill
yeah.
from there. Like you pull up, or you walk right out
That's
into
the
the
best
kitchen. That's the
thing.
best thing. From there, it's all.
green room is tiny. One of the smallest, I think,
I know.
of any club I've been.
Oh,
in.
it was super fucking small. I was
And
like, how
that's the one that's got the couch is fucked up too.
A
You
lot of
sit on
furniture.
it.
Yeah.
You sit on it and like there's something in there, bro.
Yeah.
I think they're doing it to fuck with you, but I don't know. The show, we always have fine shows. The room, dude, that room can
I've
get
had great
rowdy,
times
though.
there on stage.
That room
You
can get
know,
rowdy.
and like, don't get me wrong. Like, I think one night was like really fucking bad.
Yeah, that's all it takes.
And
And you're like, fucking it.
Oh,
Yeah.
do you remember what? Do you
I know,
what
yeah,
happened?
right.
That's it.
Last time we were, this is terrible, but last time we were there, we've been doing this thing where we would sell our merch before the show, or not so much sell it, but like put it on display.
Yeah.
So when you walk into the showroom,
There's a
the
bar.
hostess there has like a podium there,
Yeah.
and we had
Yeah.
our hats. We were selling our hats on we just had them on display
On that
on the
like
podium,
that
right?
that podium in the
Yeah.
back of the room. I
Yeah.
guess.
So the room's filling up, and I go into the showroom, and there's a lady with our hat on. And I'm like, this bitch stole our fucking hat off the podium, right? I go in the green room, I'm like, some bitch stole our fucking hat. And then I go out to the podium, and the hats are still there. The lady had come to see us last time we were there and bought
Bought
a
a
hat.
hat and it came out to support. And you're accusing her.
So I
Damn.
felt so bad,
Out here
man.
letting assumptions be
Yeah.
the truth. Come on,
Dude,
now.
he legit. Yeah, he came in the green room. He's like, this
I
bitch.
felt so bad.
He's like, this is where she's sitting. I'm gonna fucking call her out on stage.
Yeah.
He was so mad.
yeah,
He's like,
so
you-
Wait,
I was
how
like,
do you figure she?
The hats were still on the podium. I went and checked.
we weren't missing one
Oh,
because we had
Yeah,
one
when
of
I-
we had one of each
I
color.
was
She's
like,
wearing a
oh.
pink hat.
And then
He was
One-
sitting right there.
either you or Franco, somebody knew that, or saw her in the
And then
lobby.
she came up
like,
after
oh,
the
yeah,
show,
no.
took pictures, bought something
Or
else.
no,
She was
you know
all-
what it
oh,
is?
man.
Oh, you know what it
Great.
was? Oh, this is so
Gosh.
bad. She posted at the show, can't wait for the show to start or something like that.
Man.
Oh,
He's
I felt
sitting in
like
the
such
green
an
room, just
asshole.
this bitch, man. I know exactly what she
I
fucking looks
just-
like.
just-
I'm gonna punch her in the tit. Like
He literally says, he's like, this is where she's sitting. I'm gonna call her out when I get
But
up.
it would have, like, had she stolen it, it would have been fucking hilarious on stage to
Yeah.
talk about it. But God, thank God she posted that thing. and
Well, that's what I
did.
said. I'm like, no one has that kind of audacity. Who's
pretty
gonna
awful.
steal something and then sit down and just pop it on, bro?
Well, people steal merch, which I don't
On the way
understand.
out,
Yeah.
on the way out.
Yeah, not on
not
the way.
in.
But people
I
steal
don't know.
merch.
Yeah, where are they gonna run?
Yeah, you're wearing the shit.
Uh,
Yeah, my stupid ass brain was like, oh, she stole the hat and now she's sitting in the ground.
She was the sweetest lady too.
I know.
Biggest fan.
Oh man,
Loved her.
I feel so bad.
I wish there was 300 of her.
Well, shout out to Ursula in Connecticut.
Yeah, lady.
Might have been.
She was cool.
Is that her
man.
name?
I don't know, it was
It
pretty
was
close.
something like that.
Something like that.
What? Before we wrap up, we're getting
That's
on
it.
time. But what? Three things that are cool about Phoenix. If someone went to Phoenix, Chappelle, what is three things they got to do when they're there? Besides go to the Circle K.
Get it.
3 things people gotta do in
I don't know. Is there
Stand up
anything?
live,
Is there one?
Tempe
Is there
Improv,
one?
and-
Yeah. Camelback,
I
hike a
think-
mountain.
Yeah, I mean that's like whatever. Because I worked at a hotel.
Did you hook us up with an Airbnb?
With Brian
I don't know.
Vokey.
Oh well, I
Was
hooked
that
Brian. I hooked Brian up with that.
With the guy.
which
Oh,
probably
he took a whole
hooked
bunch of
y'all
us
up.
over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
awesome.
Okay. Yeah, I thought
But
that was you.
but it was what's there to do? Yeah, when I worked at the hotel, people were like, what's there to do around here? I said, eat and hike.
Okay,
Alright.
That's
you heard it here
yeah.
first.
The restaurants are really good in Arizona because there's not much to do. Like entertainment's like a big thing there. People show up to like events because what else you gonna fucking do?
Okay.
in
Yeah,
the
we've
desert?
had really fun shows every
That's
time
what I'm
we're there.
saying. Like yeah, like you're gonna have
It's-
a good
yeah.
time.
So
like,
get out and
People, yeah,
Culturized?
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Even though there's not much culture there.
Walk
but,
around. What
yeah.
is the culture there? It's a lot of Native Americans, right?
There is a lot of Native
Yeah.
Americans.
It feels brown.
Yeah.
It feels
It
brown.
does, right?
It does.
Like Arizona, like when you drive through in your head, you think it all looks like Wile E. Coyote and cactus,
Yeah.
and then you get there and it looks like Wile E.
Oh,
Coyote
you
and
thought you were
cactus.
talking about the
I
race.
thought you were talking about people. I was like, what the fuck? We brought Native Americans.
I would not.
I was on your page.
It feels brown. I'm like,
Feels
oh.
brown. Yeah.
I was like, we got to cut that.
I don't go to those cities. That's Hartford.
You're like, this is just a second episode. Yeah, that is hard.
Yeah, that's good. All right, so we'll hike, eat food,
And listen to Oasis.
listen to Oasis and do meth. That's what you should do
Yeah.
in Arizona.
Is that where you got into punk? In Arizona?
Mhm.
Okay, how's the punk scene out there?
Dude, when I was a kid, man,
I
that was
imagine
like
places like that.
yeah,
have a
it
good
was
punk
it
scene.
was fucking great, man. Like I was at this place called the Nile.
That's what I wanna
in
hear about it.
Mesa.
Okay.
That was just fucking like we were there all the time, dude. I went to my first concert. I think when I was like 13. It was a ska show. I went saw the Mad Caddies or whatever, and I did not fucking turn back. I was like, yeah,
You were
this
hooked.
is
That's
oh,
it.
so
As you saw
dude.
that shit.
Yeah, then I was like, one of my favorites was Circle Jerks and GBH. They did a co-headlining tour. That was fucking amazing. It was I don't know. And people, like I said,
This was in
people show
Mesa?
up. Yeah, man.
Okay.
This is
That's the thing about
shit.
that's a smaller town. I'm guessing.
Yeah, but it just got an energy because there's a lot of us that fucking don't like this norm of society that kind of Arizona kind of try to create.
Mhm.
And we branched out from that. So like, there's a lot of us out there. And when a punk band was coming to town,
You guys
You know,
support
yeah.
like hell, huh?
yeah, we support like hell, man. Because it's like, yeah, we want to fucking. It was the escape, you know. It was the first time I don't know. Yeah, that was the first time I ever felt like, you know, a part of something that was like, oh, this is authentic, this is real, and it's as good as it gets, you know.
It's not crazy when you're like a teenager, like what music will do.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah,
It's insane, man.
yeah. Everyone thinks white people got me into punk, but I was like, no. I was like, no, I take the credit for that one, motherfucker.
That was an individual
They just,
decision.
hey, these people just happen to be white.
Yeah.
In spite.
Yeah,
In spite of the room being full of white people.
Yeah, yeah.
You decided to go.
Yeah, and I was always everyone's favorite black guy. I go, I'm the only one here. I was like, of course, I'm your favorite black guy.
People just say that.
You're the only black
guy.
guest we've had on Dope Cities.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Hey, Liam, John
Yeah.
Mayer, you
Come
got
on
the
now.
black vote.
Black vote, baby. We got the well. Hopefully, we get the black vote on this pod. And
Oh, you got the black vote. That's
got
why I
the
showed
black
up.
vote. Yeah.
That's why I showed up. I bet black people were like, "What the fuck is he talking about?"
I just
Stop
love how
speaking for us,
Dave. Yeah, I love, dude. Oh, last quick story before we
Oh.
wrap it up. But this is a funny story.
We do have a
'cause
funny Chappelle story.
where were we? We were in.
we were in
Richmond.
We were in Richmond, Virginia, or Virginia. I think Richmond, Virginia.
We're in Richmond. We didn't make it
And-
Virginia Beach.
And
We didn't make it that far.
you were headlining the DC Comedy Loft.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're at the Richmond Funny Bone. He's at the Comedy Loft, and I think we either got in a night early or we're staying in action.
We were there a night early.
We got in a night early. I think we were doing Saturday, and we got there.
We
on
were doing
Friday.
Saturday and Sunday. We got there Friday.
Okay,
we were
yeah.
doing that night.
We're doing
Friday.
Saturday, Sunday. We got there Friday. He's headlining the weekend at the DC Comedy Loft, which is like 100 miles away,
Uh huh.
It was like
maybe 80 miles away.
said it was a
It wasn't around the corner,
two
but
and a half hour
It was
drive.
a
I think.
stretch.
it was far enough to go. But like we really had to want to go.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, 2.5 hours.
So,
but he
so I see that you're headlining there, and I say to Matt, I was like, hey man, Chappelle's headlining in DC, and we've been trying to get into the DC Improv. So I was like, maybe we'll just, and he's never been to DC. I was like, maybe we'll go there and check out Chappelle. And
I go, how far is the drive? He goes, about 2.5 hours. I go, fuck it, worth it, man. I've never seen him live. Let's fucking go, dude. It's 2.5 hours. I've never seen Chappelle. Let's go.
and I go, you've never seen Chappelle?
Yeah, and he goes, I'm like, no. I'm like, I've never seen him live. I want to go. Let's go see Chappelle, dude. And he's like, all right, I'll text him. We'll see if we can get on the list. And I'm like, text him. He's like, yeah.
I didn't mean to get on the list, but I was like, yeah, I'll just text him and let him know
Tell him that we're coming or whatever. And I'm like, text him. And so obviously, can't. I think he's talking about Dave. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, he's like, because he just said Chappelle. And I'm like, oh my God.
So the
let's
whole
go.
time he
Well,
thinks
because Dave's from DC. So it makes sense. I'm
Dude,
like,
that makes-
oh.
he thinks I'm talking about Dave Chappelle instead of Chappelle Lacey. And he goes,
I'm getting
not
ready
going to see.
Dude, can I give you one quick funny
It's
fucking
just 2.5
Dave
hour
Chappelle-
drive. I'm like, I love Chappelle, but I'm like, I don't want to drive 2.5
Can I give you one quick one? I was in Minnesota. It was my first headlining weekend ever, right? And there were these college students, these girls that followed me because they saw some me on Laugh Factory had posted me, blah blah blah, and they saw that I was coming to Minnesota, so they wanted to come see me. All right, and the show was like low numbers, so it ended up getting it was the last show of the weekend. Ended up getting canceled or whatever, blah blah blah. So and they were like, we want to meet you, and I was like, okay, come, I was like, yeah,
We can work something out.
yeah, I was like, yeah, could just I was like, just come back and yeah, we can meet or whatever. And one of the girls was like, yeah, my dad could not believe that I was going to see Chappelle. You know what I mean? And I was like, yeah, that's fucking cool. She was like, yeah, he's a big fan of you. And I was like, oh, hell yeah. I was like, how old is he? She was like, oh, like 56. And I was like, oh, that's fucking great. That's dope of him. And she was like, yeah, he said like you went crazy and you like, did you go crazy? Like you had like a mental breakdown? I was like, I've had quite a few mental breakdowns. And then she was like, you had a show on Comedy Central, he said. And I was like,
yes, I did.
I was like, I did not. I was like, I didn't have a show on comedy. I was like, Comedy Central like posted my stand up. She was like, you didn't have a show that was like on Comedy Central for a while? And I was like, oh shit. I was like, your dad thinks I'm Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
Cause she was like, he was like, oh, you just messaged him? You just messaged Chappelle and was like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
That's how I
she
felt
thought
when
he was seeing Dave Chappelle.
That's what I felt when he was like, I'll just text him. I'm like, what? I was like, you got it like that? I was like, what are we doing in fucking this hotel room right now? Like,
Yeah,
let's fucking
let's
go.
go.
Does that happen a lot?
He turned on you so fast, though.
Very rare.
It's
I know,
rare.
right? Yeah.
He
He's like,
said
fuck
so
that 2
fast.
hour
It's not that I
drive.
don't love Chappelle, but
We
I'm
love
like,
you and all, but I ain't driving 2 hours, bro.
It's 5 hours round trip. I see him in LA. But I don't know. It's good. We got to wrap it up. Anything, man, where can everyone find you?
At Shapel Lacey on MySpace, AOL Instant Messenger. I'm bringing it back because it's like
Why not?
quarantine, like why not?
I still got my Hotmail.
Oh, you do?
Why would I change it?
True.
I
Why
mean-
would he change it?
At this point,
Ride or die with the Hotmail.
yeah.
All those social media platforms.
It's kind of your identifier at this point. Like,
Yeah.
Tim, he's a Hotmail guy? Yeah. I know that guy.
Anyone laughed at hotmail.com.
Yeah.
Anyone?
Hello?
Oh,
But guess what?
my
It still works, guys.
Sure
it still
does,
works.
Hey, do what you do.
Oh my god, you sound like a fucking some guy with a beeper or something like that.
I know, right? Yeah, you could fucking
You
pay.
can still buzz me on this thing.
I got Gmail too, guys.
All right, guys.
I'm looking
Well, it was a pleasure. Follow Shapel Lacey. It's SHAPEL
Yeah.
LACEY.
Oh, fuck yeah.
All social media. The dude's hilarious. If you haven't seen him, please.
Yeah.
He's your new favorite
Check him
comic,
out.
man.
Try to see me. I'll be out on tour next week, so.
Yeah. If you anyone of our fans in Arizona, man, when we reschedule those Phoenix shows, hopefully you're free. We can still link
Yeah,
up,
dude,
man.
that'd be great.
So,
That'd be fucking awesome.
Come
Yeah.
see us in
Yeah, if you
Chappelle.
see us coming through, you see Dope City coming through Arizona, it's a good chance.
Chappelle be with us, man.
If his schedule's not packed or he doesn't have a virtual chess tournament going on that
Yeah.
weekend.
I know, yeah.
On ESPN 9. Or
Yeah.
whatever. All right, guys.
All right.
Wash your assholes.
Stay dope,
Be
y'all.
safe. Thank you,
Yeah.
guys.
Cheers.
Yeah.